what is an ARG? It is a alternative reality game. There's two definitions for an ARG: an alternative reality game and an augmented reality game. But the augmented reality game is like Pokemon Go, where you put things into physical space, while alternative reality game is, as best put on Wikipedia's page, as a puzzle for transmedia storytelling. It's hard to find a solid definition for what a ARG is, because there's no like academic research around it. It's just a game. People debate over it. For example, Omega Mart, this is a place that you can visit, and it's not like you can find it online, but if you go there, you can get a link to get a puzzle online. So people don't think it's an ARG because it's an art exhibit. The biggest idea of an ARG that most people kind of focus around is the idea that it disguises itself and it appears to not be a game until you kind of pick at that scab and realize there's codes in it. There's a lot of tactics for decoding and encoding, such as reversing text in a sound file, closed captioning, link that is cut off in one video and completed in another, lowered brightness, codes breaking, comment section, data moshing, converting an image to a text, and so many more ways to hide a message. What first got me into ARGs was Beck's Comics. She, for Halloween, gave herself a month of prompts, and each day she would make a new comic, which is like incredible, but throughout these comics were codes that connected, and at the end she released a website that you had to go and decode. It was really fun. It's a great starter for anyone who's interested. Cicada 3301, that's probably the most frustrating to learn about because it started in 2012 and it kind of fell off around 2014. They released 3 puzzles and the third puzzle is still currently unsolved. In the first puzzle, the players would have had to convert an image to a file to decode that file into a Caesar cipher to get an image that claims to be a decoy, but also gives clues to another cipher. It's very complicated. One part of ARGs is that it's used as a promotion device. For example, in Overwatch, they teased a new hero called Sombra, who her whole basis is hacking, and what they ended up doing was put cipher in upcoming events, data moshed images, codes on codes for this. There's codes on codes for this. It took 5 months in the making, and you can tell they put a lot of work into it, because if you look at the hero who was previously introduced, Ana, they had her lined up. They put code in her video, in Ana's video, to introduce Sombra as a character. Inscription is the final ARG that I'd like to talk about. There's codes found within the game. There's codes, messages found outside of the game from the same game producers, like previous games. They have a website on. It was streamed, people going to the GPS coordinates that Inscription had coded to and referenced toward, and they dug one up. They dug it up, and one was hidden in March, and one was given by the creator, which leads to his Reddit username giving more ciphers and clues hidden in the game. The ARGs are similar to, or like reside on the same place on the internet, is like the SCP Foundation, which is a kind of writer's blog corner where people make like monsters and stuff, analog horror, and other puzzles. I learned about unfiction, which is kind of an umbrella term for all of these things. It's defined as to exist in a fictional world as if they belong in reality. Basically something more than what we see. But yeah, that's pretty much the essay. I fell down so many rabbit holes. I hope that this is substantial enough to make some people be interested and seek out this kind of stuff. Thank you.